played handballs, but how do you play handballs?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you do it so well.
You know what it is.
And this is Veda's Hot Mess.
This is Veda's Hot Mess.
Let's go.
The masses was how I would live my life. And never once did I say all of my decisions would be right. I never said I would ignore my heart and listen to
I
just
consider myself a student of it, that there was a mystique about an artist.
All of them.
You know what I mean? So,
All of them.
So there was a mystique that was created, and over a period of time, the mystique has been, you know, the lackluster is like, it's like gone. So you pretty much know anything you want to know. You know what I mean? So you might not know that. I mean, whatever from just across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Social media.
Yeah, from like whether it's like sexuality, the faith. Whether it's just genuinely a caring person about people, or a rude person, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just and for those who've been in radio some time and know what I'm talking, there was a mystique. Like, you didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, what was on somebody's mind,
Yeah.
or what they, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's a little too much, you know what I mean?
It's a lot intrusive. It's really intrusive. Do you have a problem with that, though? I mean,
No. I mean, but understand though, at the same token, you're talking to an artist that is usually the first one in the venue and the last one to leave. So whether that's a hole in the wall or the biggest arena in the state of Dallas, you know what I mean? Like, I've done them all, as far as like touring is concerned. And probably one of my first tours I ever did here in Dallas, Texas, was New Edition years ago. Brian McKnight and Gerald Levert at the time, rest in peace. And I meet and greet with my fans. It's always been a process of
Hello,
what I do.
shaking
This is what I'm known for. Yeah, this is what I'm known for.
babies.
Shaking hands, kissing the babies, all that, catching the panties, doing them in there.
Oh, wait a minute.
But not it. So I come from a background of like, before I was Raheem Devaghn, I was in customer service all my life. You know what I mean? That one of the
Call centers?
From call centers to selling sneakers to selling music, which was my last job, Tower Records.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Oh, right. Another one did.
Yeah. So ironically, I got a chance to see how consumers buy music, who buys the music, how music moves people, and that type of thing. So I've always considered myself a people person. I mean, now doing radio for the last 3 years, internet radio, I've come in contact with a lot of artists, and I think I'm blessed to say that because I'm an artist, I kind of know how to deal with them and handle them.
Yeah.
Where it's a level of comfortability where I'll never really throw them under the bus. You know what I mean? But I think there are some artists that I know that they don't. I feel like some artists out here don't like their fans. Like they don't
care.
Like they don't care or don't like, or they just may. They may be in a space where this is, they're not necessarily doing it for
The fans.
the love or for the culture of music or hip hop or R&B or whatever it is. You know what I
They're
mean?
just doing it for the money.
They want their bread, and guess what? I want mine too, but I want, my agenda is a little different. You know what I mean? I genuinely I love people, so I'm a people person. You know what I mean? So I have probably 2 pet peeves. Don't bother me while I'm using the restroom.
Well, how can that happen? Guys come up to you in the restroom?
Or want to dap you up, or like,
From here to here.
You know what I mean? Or like if I'm eating, it's like, yo, just let me finish my meal and flick it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
Okay.
But I mean, like, other than that, I mean, like,
You're approachable.
I like to think of myself as approachable, and I like to think of myself as somebody that's genuinely humble, and, just like to kick it,
You have a big mystique around you, though. I mean, you never hear of Raheem Devaghn, any drama or anything like that on the blogs. You pretty
There's
much
stuff here and there, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'm deep rooted in the culture of what I call R&B and soul music. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, I think I've always been an artist that my music speaks for itself.
And it does.
Yeah, so you don't need a lot of fireworks and distractions, and you know what I mean, and at times, and then I'm also like, I'm not to be misconstrued, but I'm in the streets.
Yeah, it feels good to be sitting here with some family. You know, I'm from the city, so I was like, and I was talking to you earlier. For some reason, it's hard for our people to get at it. You know, entertainment wise, you know, Wale came through, you came through, and there's a lot of good brothers and a lot of good talent out there trying to get through. Chuck Brown, EU, but you know, we don't have like the New York and the Atlanta and the Houston.
We do. We had a movement, and it's right on the cusp of greatness. You know what I mean? And with spearheads like myself and Wale and you know Fat Trail, who's now you know who's Wale's
I've heard of him.
artist,
Yeah.
You know,
He's
also
from,
an MMG,
yeah.
Rick Ross. You know, like it's a for R&B and hip hop, which you know everything is very hip hop influenced. You know what I mean? It's definitely a movement going on, you know, out of the area. And I have a few artists that are, you know, signed to my brand as well. Visto, Chaz French, who we releasing his music, start to unveil him as early as next week. Phil Ade, who has a following. He's actually been down here touring and doing some dates as well, you know, tour with Mac Miller and stuff of that nature.
Oh, that's
cool.
Yeah,
so you know, it's a lot of brand building going on right now for
that's good.
for the quote unquote DMV.
That's good. Now, you Dad, you made me forget what I was getting ready to say.
I had
Your
that
lips,
effect,
you got those
baby.
lips. You really do have those
Oh,
lips,
touch
okay?
yourself.
So I'm going to go back to the question
Touch
that I
yourself.
didn't forget. Because I remember making love to your music. What do you make love to?
I make love to my music sometimes. The advantage that I have over your lover is that it's songs that you ain't heard yet.
Oh, so you go back and play your
Touch yourself.
I just did. I just did. I think I just
Ricky
did.
Eddie.
Hold on, let me wash my hand. Wait a minute, let me not. Doesn't smell bad at all. Raheem Devaghn will be performing tonight at Winston's.
Yeah, Winston's.
Yeah.
If we can say it, I can say it.
Oh yeah, you can
cool.
say it. Yeah.
The rules and stuff. Yeah, so Winston's
No,
tonight. I'll be doing a couple of songs. It's actually a party. You know, like you know, this is my side gig in terms of hosting parties, and I like to turn up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And get it in. I like to have fun. You know what I mean? So I don't want anybody standing around looking fly all night. We gonna party.
Oh my God, Raheem, let me tell you something.
Now based upon how hard they party.
You gotta talk. Sometimes you gotta talk these
And I'll
motherfuckers.
just go, I'll turn up, you know. But if y'all come out and party with me, then you know, hell, y'all might F around and get a hour-long concert. Who knows? But,
Okay.
But you know, officially, I'm here to just, you know, kick it.
Have fun.
Yeah, kick it with the other sexes, have fun. You know, do a couple of tunes here and there. But yeah, we gonna have a good time tonight. The ratio is always lovely, man. Like,
Oh yeah, the women. I told you, them women in cubicles. They be practicing their kegels while they
I was
listen
here
to
last
you.
October, and man,
Turned up.
that was one of the best shows. The Medusa.
Yeah.
That was one of the best shows.
I heard it was like this.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was like this. It was wall to wall. It was like no
midnight.
oxygen in there.
It was bananas.
Do you ever take anybody home from a club?
I have.
You have. On the scale of 1 to how often, from 1 being none and 10 being.
Probably be I got a 99% rule. So that was.
What is that?
So it's like 99%. You can't touch. Like can't have them all. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
And I've been doing it so long. You know what I mean? Like.
What kind of woman are you attracted to?
I'm attracted to a conversation and a mental kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to do it here first.
Yeah, you got to do it for me. It's got to be sparked by a conversation. I mean, occasionally the pheromones kick in and we just bypass all that.
So you have to have a good head game both ways.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Knowledge.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
very knowledgeable.
Great. Yeah.
Of yes.
Yeah, you got to have your
Yes.
bachelor's and your MD.
And it always helps if your internet connection comes with DSL. Yeah, that always helps too, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy now because people it's crazy. Like you'll see somebody or whatever, you know, and then a man in my position, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like now they don't even holler at you no more. Like they
just give it to you.
No, they DM you or try to
what
IG
vagina
you or
pics?
like, oh my man.
You got a vagina pic?
Let me tell you what. It's crazy.
Did it be open?
It's crazy. It's crazy because like you have a conversation. Apparently, I know a lot of women, so apparently, like a lot of guys are sending like 30 seconds to the conversation. I just met, at the quick stop.
Yeah.
And 30 seconds into the text conversation, he's like sending pictures of his package.
Ah!
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's sisters out there that's doing the same thing. I ain't
Right.
judging. I mean, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah.
You know, I can build a nice portfolio. But but real talk. So it's, you know, it's interesting as to where we at with it. And just, you know, we're growing up, and now, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I had my oldest son 16.
No.
So I
You go through his phone?
so I had to but I went on his Twitter yesterday.
What'd you see?
And I felt some kind of way.
Oh, what'd you see? Was there
He just had some things that wasn't appropriate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because we got a great relationship, and so I kick it to him like, yo, you know, you potentially, you know, might get a scholarship, or you know, you starting to think about getting a summer job, because you're gonna work. You're not gonna spend dad's money,
Right.
and your mom's money. You know, you're gonna work. You're gonna learn what it is to have responsibility, whatever. And you don't understand it. Like, you know, you go out to apply for a job, and
they search that.
And they search that now. They want to see what you have on your Twitter and your Instagram, you know, and whether or not, you know, whether you smoking weed or not, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or you might just be, you know, putting up images of things that influence you in a song, your favorite song, or what have you. You know, they gonna judge you by that. You know, so it's just, you know.
Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah, he got
Check
it.
that too.
I ain't gonna. Oh no,
Okay.
I'm hip. Like,
You on it?
Oh yeah, I'm. Man,
That's funny that you just said that, because I have a friend of mine, this dude I used to date. Thank God I don't do it anymore. But I'm really close with his daughter, and I got her Instagram, and I was on her Instagram, and I literally wanted to call
like,
somebody and say, check
like,
her,
are you aware
of what's going on? I literally, I don't want to be a snitch, but I wanted to. I wanted to. I mean, she was talking about, I will kill you, and I was like, whoa.
Because of power, words, you know. It's a very powerful weapon. You know, sex is a weapon also, you know, and you just got to be, you know, be careful and being, you know, holding. We got to keep the village close to our, you know what I'm saying? Our
It takes a village. It takes a village. Give me your son's Twitter handle, because I'm gonna check him.
I'm
I'm just playing.
I'm gonna put him on blast.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, right?
You know, so then it makes you feel like, oh man, like. The apple don't fall.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, what was you doing at 16?
And then it makes me go back and like, well, what I got on my Instagram, you know what I mean? But I know, you know, I'm grown, but you know, it's.
What age did you first start having sex at?
I was like 15 or 16 when I lost North Virginia.
When did you know you wanted to sing R&B? Like, when did you know that was sing?
I always had that passion, like young, but I think when I actually graduated from high school, in my first year in college, I went to Copper State for like 3 semesters. It was a college dropout, and that's when I really became. I used college as an opportunity to find myself. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I knew I was going in the military.
You needed some time.
Yes, and so that was my opportunity to figure out, you know, what is Raheem Devaghn going to do with his life, or what's something that, you know, I fell in love with music, and you know, it's been a love that's just been ever.
It's blossomed.
Just not ever going nonstop, forever flowing. You know what I mean? It's a great feeling.
It is. Like I said earlier, I'm so ratchet. What's the name of your album? Well, are you working on a new one?
Well, I have 4 albums out there for those, you know, that's musically inclined, or just been living under a rock or what have you. The Love Experience, my first album, came out in 2005. Love Behind the Melody dropped in 2008, which I had my first #1 woman, my first Grammy nomination, followed by another Grammy nomination for Customer, which was also on the 2008 album. My third album dropped in 2010. It's called The Love and War Masterpiece.
Okay.
That album went on to be nominated for R&B Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Yeah.
And then I took a 3-year hiatus off, you know, get my business in order. I managed, as of like January, I managed myself.
You manage yourself?
Yeah, self-managed at this time. I have my own independent label, you know.
Wow.
I'm a shareholder in an independent internet radio station. You know what I mean? So I do internet radio on Sundays.
What's the name of your internet station?
It's called Bliss.fm. So you can look us up, BLIS.fm. I have a Raheem Devaghn show. You can tune in every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go worldwide, viral, stream it out, all that cool stuff. So the 3 years off was about me getting my independence together and learning more about the business of things and, finding things to invest in. Starting my nonprofit foundation.
I was going to ask you about that. Say that again.
The Love Life Foundation.
And that's for at-risk youth, inner-city youth,
At-risk youth, inner-city youth, growth and development just as a whole for the community. Like, for example, I just did an Act on Climate tour with the Hip Hop Caucus a little over 6 weeks ago. And so the first leg, we hit 6 HBCUs. And the goal and the purpose of that tour was to make the urban community aware of global warming and climate control and the things that, the detrimental effects of what we're going to experience, what we're already experiencing now, not just in this country, but globally, and things that are going to happen and how the earth is going to transition over the next, 20, 30, 50, 60 years.
What made you aware of global warming? Like, what was your aha moment? Like, this is real.
I mean, it's I keep up on that type of thing, you know what I mean? The fact that, every year increasingly the weather is getting worse. The storms are getting worse. Everything is record breaking right now, whether it's heat, forest fires. We will see rising sea levels, you know what I mean, in the near future.
Yeah.
Alaska and Antarctica is completely melting.
Yeah. You know what my thing was? And it's showing silly, but when I realized it used to be when it was hot here, it'd be cold in D.C.
Oh, definitely.
And it started being hotter in D.C. than it would be in Texas. And I would be like...
We have what we call in D.C. now, I call it L.A. weather.
Yeah.
Where it's it may get 70, 80, 90, maybe even 100 during the day. But at night, it's it could get as low as 30, 40 degrees.
I've definitely...
It was in the course of a day. So we're gonna see a 10 degree change, and if they're telling you on the news it's 10 degrees, then you can add another 10 to it. So you know what I mean. So and that's across the board. So if in an hour, if we normally would get 3 inches of rain or whatever it may be, what I mean, or however many inches of rain in 24 hours, on the average, or what you might get in Dallas, you can maybe double that or quadruple that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
because they're lying to us.
Yeah, so you see the floods, and you're gonna see a lot more flooding and just natural disasters like the tornadoes, like record breaking weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they kicked
Omaha
off.
And, oh my goodness,
So
Oklahoma.
so for people that don't see it, you don't see it firsthand, but imagine coming home and your home is completely gone. Like I was just out there, so. You know what I mean? Like to be able, a lot of times things don't affect us until, we don't want to be productive until it affects us.
Your house is
so
gone.
Really about the climate control awareness tour, with the Hip Hop Caucus was about saying, hey, like let's become what's the word I'm looking for here? You want to be prepared for what's happening and saying like, hey, like how can we prepare for this? Versus dealing with it
when it already comes.
When it already hits.
Yeah.
That is, I love a man with a mission, and I'm not trying to come on to you right now, but that's just very attractive. A man.
Turn off the lights.
Don't turn off the lights, please. No, actually, I like it with the lights on. I'm trying to be secure with my body. And then I want to see what's going on down there. I want to see it go. Raheem Devaghn.
No, that's what, conversations got to be engaging, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be, it's just because you from the hood or in the hood don't mean you can't have intellect, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or love your hood.
Yeah, that's what we discussed earlier. We love girls in the
with your hood, know what's going on with your body, know what's going, you know what I mean? It's like, so that's some of my, if you had to say like my passions, other than making music, it's definitely the youth, the hood, and helping and touching the community directly. Like I don't believe like I feel like a lot of times people come to my city, for example, and they come and just take and don't leave anything in return. Don't give anything in return.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So that was part of me, creating the Love Life Foundation.
Just having the fun. You know what? Thinking about it now, I can see that you did take a hiatus for 3 years because last year, technically speaking, Justin Timberlake and Robin Thicke were the highest grossed R&B artists of last year. And how does that, and no, it's not on a black or white thing per se, but what does that make you feel like coming up from 15 and doing it all your life? Like, so that's the highest grossed R&B?
I mean, we say it's not a black or white thing, but at the end of the day, it has to be. Because it's just, you know what I mean? The numbers don't lie, and you know what I mean? Now, the question is, what are black artists doing? You know, while they're doing, you know, some may argue that they've stayed true to the purest form of what we know as R&B and soul music, whether they're black or white or whatever, you know what I mean? While you have certain black artists that are of their caliber that have had just as much success as them in the past, or maybe even more, that have turned the lane and kind of went in a different direction musically, creatively, for whatever reason, whether that be for the money or just that they spend a lot of time in Europe and say, hey, this is a different style of music or genre type of music that I want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just as much of a fan of Marvin Gaye or Prince as I am of, you know,
JT.
Bilal or, you know, Usher or, you know, Trey Songz or JT or whoever, you know what I mean? I enjoy music, you know what I mean? So I try not to knock anyone for being creative, you know, whatever the genre of music is, you know, I do it all myself. Jazz, house, hip hop, you know, music under aliases, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, go, you know, all of that, you know. So, hey man, everybody has to have their run, you know. And whether you black, white, purple, pink, whatever, if the opportunity is there, seize it. Because, you know, it's nothing is promised, and, you know, life is short, and, you know, we out here chasing our dreams and just being creative, you know?
Yeah. You're awesome, Raheem. God, this is going to make me go buy an album.
Oh, yeah, you touch yourself.
I did earlier, and I didn't wash my hand. I'm going to touch you with it later. You're not going to wash your hand all day. Like, this is what it takes. I mean, never mind. Remind me of the shrimp boat on Benny Road. No, not the shrimp boat. What the hell did I just say? I meant good food. I meant good food. Take that back. I just meant good food. Like when Man Right Here gives you good music. So you can check him out at Winston's tonight.
Yeah, Winston's tonight. Kick it with me. Pick up my 4th album as well. It's available. It's called A Place Called Loveland. It dropped last September. It's available on iTunes. Yeah, I'm working on the 5th album, wrapping it up. A Place Called Loveland 2. And you know, somebody asked me earlier, how would you describe this album? I would say love, sex, and passion.
Okay. And baby making music?
Oh, it's grown and sexy, like, you know, like none other. I have a couple of mixtapes out. Over 20 to be exact.
Really?
Yeah. You can get the most recent mixtapes available online at Bliss. I said Bliss.fm. At DatPiff. DatPiff and live mixtapes.
Okay.
King of Loveland mixtapes. That's free music for everybody. You know what I mean? It's a lot of free music.
That's awesome.
I'm putting out a lot of free music leading up to the album and everything. And also pick up the new Roots album. I got 2 cuts on there.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm on the new Roots album.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Shout out to the Roots. What else I'm working on, man? It's so much.
Now you're a sports fan, right? Are you but better yet, are you a Wizards fan?
Oh yeah, I'm home. I'm home team all day.
They really did their thing this year.
Redskins.
I didn't realize that they were that good until I seen them in the playoffs. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you a little secret about my city. We have some of the finest, beautiful distractions in the world. So, so if you're an athlete, entertainer, what have you?
It's the women that are good with the balls.
Even the out of town athletes, you know, they get caught up. They come to DC, get caught up.
Chocolate
It's
City.
a lot of cats with baby mamas and wives, and mistresses.
Yeah, Chocolate City.
And their favorite adult entertainers in the nightclub life.
Yep, you go to the
from
penthouse.
From DC, and I go to the penthouse and all the different. Yeah, you're like, he sings that. That's his music. Does he go to the strip club? Yes.
Do you make it rain in the strip club?
I have.
Yeah. What's the most money you spent?
I don't know.
Probably about $2,000-3,000.
I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to spend my kids' tuition.
Okay.
But I can appreciate the art. The art.
Because it is an art.
Yeah, it's an art form. It's a talent. You know what I mean? Everybody got their thing to it, and yeah. So definitely, you know, if you're gonna patronize the spot, then
Then
give your love offering.
yeah. Oh, that's what it's called. Do you have a song called that?
Give your love offering.
That's your next song.
And make it glow.
That's your next song. Hey, did you see that game last night? Heat and Spurs.
No, I was working.
You
I was
didn't?
working. Yeah.
Oh man.
Did he get hurt last night?
He got a cramp.
Yeah, he got it. I've been seeing all the
memes and stuff.
Man, these people are so creative. I'm trying to figure out where they have the time to
to make
come up
that
with some of the stuff that they come up with.
Yeah,
Online, man.
That's
it's like,
called having all the time in the world.
All the time in the world.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, we working.
Right. Well, you're doing a good job on your work, Raheem. I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you so much.
Anytime you come back to Dallas, please make sure you come back
For sure.
over here and
For sure.
Let's reminisce.
For sure.
For sure.
New music coming soon. You can expect new music. In the meantime, go pick up all 4 of my albums, all 20 of my mixtapes. I'm not hard to find. Google me. Raheem Devaghn.
You need to get all 4 albums, all 20 mixtapes, and what else?
AKA The Love King.
The Love King. And put your nonprofit out there, just
The Love Life Foundation. The official site for donations or what have you will be live after next week.
Okay.
After next weekend.
Okay.
And that's Love Life Foundation, DMV.org.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
And look, I keep it 1,000. Like whatever I'm doing, you're gonna see it on the Instagram. You know what I mean? Not in the show off sense, but you guys, it's.
People want to know. They want to see.
It's good to show the money trail.
Yeah, they want to see where it's going and what's
going on.
Show
what you're
on.
doing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and I will pledge $100 to your foundation if you pledge some to mine.
Oh, of course.
Okay, and my foundation is getthatbuttbigger.com.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you getthatbuttbigger.com, and
Is there some techniques that we
well, no, actually, I
that we
just
can
want
do
that
that we can
surgery
practice?
where
No, I
they.
don't need that.
Well, no, it's the one where they take
let's do
the
it the
fat
old-fashioned
from your
way.
belly and put it in your butt.
Let's
If
do
you're
it
gonna,
the old-fashioned way.
I can't just fat
I'll
transfer.
put my fat and then, yeah.
Well, if you put your fat in
It's your
there.
boing boing. And there it is.
And then the foundation would be, can you swab? Yeah, can you swab Raheem Devaghn?
Oh, that's how you do it.
I'm pregnant. Thank you, baby. Oh, let's take a picture. You're the awesomest
Cool.
ever.
Thank you so much.
Oh man. Come on.
Who's doing a picture?
We'll do
Video?
both. Yeah, we'll do one here, and he'll send it to me. Dancing.
All right.
Okay.